why, I'm just gonna say this. Why is the British dude so fine? Like, he said he's 25. I feel like he's younger. Uh, what's over? You know what? I didn't get my notes out. But yeah, why is British dude so fine? Like, can someone please ask me that? Why? Why? Whatever. Hello, hi. This your girl CGWebster. Just want to do a little recap. Whoop whoop. Show Recovery Road. I think it's a really dope show. And the reason why I think it's dope is because so far we haven't really had a show that, yes, it talks about partying and stuff. Most of the times, shows like this that are geared towards teens are like party, drink, smoke, go to bed, go to school, deal with school drama, whatever. That's how, normally that's how most of the shows are turning out. That's not, besides Disney. Disney's always gonna clean cut, wink, whatever. But yeah, MTV and I remember when before they became Freeform, ABC Family, they had like shows that really wasn't all clean cut and wasn't full of, I would say, wasn't all sugarcoat and full of fairy dust and all this unicorns and everything's fine bullshit. Like, they really got down to pregnancy and drug use and stuff like that. And this show is getting back into it, and how, like, everybody, when they think of addicts, they think of people that are around my age, like early 20s, 30s, 40s. But they don't think, like, okay, what if you have kids out here that are like 13, 14, 15, 16, and they're addicted to pills, or they're addicted to meth, or they're addicted to whatever they're addicted to. And their parents don't know until it's too late. Like, they'll be seniors, or before they even get seniors, something bad happens to them. So it's really good to have a show like this. So maybe this show can relate to somebody out there and say, hey, you know, even though you're 16, just because you're 16 doesn't mean you can't be an addict. Just because you're 14 doesn't mean you can't be an addict. Addiction has no age limit, basically, which is good. So starting off, we get Maddie. She's the main character, curly hair. She seems like she could be funny. She's like, she could have fun and stuff. She's a go-getter, likes to party, stuff like that. What we get is, you know, this chick walking around with a water bottle, whatever. I mean, I'm thinking it's water, but it's not. And she has a drinking problem. Like, dude, it's early in the morning time, or it's noontime, whatever, and you just drinking through the hallways. What the fuck? So we get her waking up in someone's lawn by the sprinklers. Just got finished partying super hard the night before, and you know, she gets her ass somehow back in her room. I think through a window. Well, I've been through that. Well, I've been through that shit through a window. And as soon as she lay her ass down, it's 6:30. Bitch, get the fuck back up. That could have been me. I would have been still throwing up or some shit. Later on that day at school, she talks to her friend. I don't know who her friend name is. She's cute. She can't find her car. She put it on the, last time she had a car was on the west side of, I think they say in LA or something. They say in Cali. I know they say in Cali. And so she can't find it. Of course. But she's gonna look for it. Whatever. Next, next thing we see is she's in the office with her mom and the guidance counselor. Now, the guidance counselor had went in her locker, and we don't, at that time, we don't know who the snitch is. Turns out you know, he snitches later on. But they found vodka in her locker. Well, of course, that's a offense. Like, you just can't have drugs and alcohol on school premises. Everyone knows that. Duh. So the counselor is like, okay, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you two choices. And I'm being, you know, she was being nice, you know. At least she didn't get expelled. You either get expelled or you go to rehab. Detox rehab for 3 months. And Maddie's like, oh, fuck the government. Oh, this is some bullshit. Oh, you just da-da-da-da. Just that da-da-da. And her mom's like, no, bitch, you finna do this. You're not finna get expelled. Like, you're not finna get kicked out of school. The fuck? No. And so she does the breathalyzer, and that's a point. Her shit was a point 12. And I don't know, is that bad or, I don't know. I don't know the legal breathalyzer limit, but I gotta look that shit up. But yeah, point 12. And her mom's like, Patty, da da da. And that shit was so funny. Shit was fucked up. So her ass winds up in detox. And so, you know, she gets bored or whatever. She's got to sit there for like, I don't know, I guess a night in detox. And she's just like over it. Like, she's still in denial about it. Like, she's like, what the fuck? Like, I shouldn't be here. I'm not alcoholic. I don't have an addiction. I just like to party. What's wrong with partying? So she does a day of detox. She's bored. She's sick. As we're going through, I don't know how long she had to stay in detox, but I guess for the couple of days she had to go in detox, she goes through the stages of what I guess a person going through grief would do. And those are the stages. Like, she's in denial. She's like, I just like to party. Fuck this bullshit. I don't understand why y'all doing this to me. It's not fair. She's angry. Like, she's angry because she's like, she doesn't really, her mom doesn't, they don't click. And of course they don't click at this moment, because right now I think Maddie's like 16, 17. So at that stage in your life for a young girl, you're not going to be hanging out. You're not going to be hanging out with your mom. You're going to be butting heads with your mom. I know I did when I was that age. You're going to be rebellious. You're going to be like, I'm grown. Fuck this bullshit. And you're not going to relate. So next stage is she's bargaining with the mom. She's like, okay, I'm just going to stay home. You can watch me. And I'm doing that shit. I've said that, which is funny. They put that in there. But the shit's true. I said, man, I'm gonna stay home. I will come home early. You can watch me. I do not have to go to this fuck place. Like, fuck this shit. Like, come on, please. Next, she's like depressed, and I guess she's sad or whatever. And then finally, she's like, fuck it. It is what it is. She's come to accept, like, okay, for the next 3 months, I'm gonna be in this stupid ass house with these weird ass people. I don't need to be here, but shit, I don't have any other choice. Fuck it. That's where she's at. So, when they get to the house, they get to the rehab house. Like I said, when you see the earlier video, the little clip, man, British dude is fine. I'm sorry, British dude is, he's a good looking dude, and then his accent is, oh, I'll be over that. But oh, and his name is Craig. Craig is fine. Craig is one fine white boy. But yeah, Maddie and her mom are in the office with Craig, and Craig is running her through the policies and how they have a curfew there, how what the rules are, what time they have group meetings and stuff like that, keeping a journal, whatever, and just basically that. And while they're talking to her, Maddie's being all smart aleck and saying, man, how old you is? Because how old are you? How old are you really? Like, you look like you could be 20. Like, were you a drug addict? So you're addict too? And Craig wasn't. He's just a person that, he's a counselor, and he's a person that wants to help and loves to help people. That's his purpose. Like, he found his purpose. He's like, I like helping people, so this is why I'm here. And while they're talking, Trish, aka Kayla Pratt, aka girl from Penny in from Penny, the show, the cartoon show on Disney Channel, that was Proud Family. Okay, Trish, Kayla Pratt, I can't think of the other show she was in. She was in another show. I can't think of it right now. She's in this fucking house. And I'm like, now what the fuck they got this? What's she in here for? Heroin? Crack? What's she in here? Meth. And right now, so far, I'm kind of liking her character, even though her character is like really, really hyper and just she's I'm like, man, they got her as a meth head. And I don't see it. I honestly don't see her as a meth head, but it is what it is. She's an actress. She's playing her job, whatever. Also, they have when they get to the group section, another person that I recognize in this house, Paula J. Parker. She was in those 90s movies. She was always a ghetto ass chick that's always rolling her neck and that. She's in this bitch. Now, last time I saw her was in Hollywood Divas, which is still up in the air. Don't know if it's getting canceled or not. I hope it comes back for a third season, because it's good to know that the ladies that were in Hollywood Divas, they're getting different roles and jobs after this, which is dope. But Paula J. Parker acting like a crackhead, or was it crack? Or I don't know what she's in. Hold on. I don't know what she's in the rehab for. I know she killed her husband or some shit. But the fact that she's in a rehab place, and what's shady is a lot of people that watch Hollywood Divas was saying like, hey, man, Paula J looks like she on that shit, bro. Like, either she's on that shit or her husband on that shit, or they both on that shit, because they both look like, questionable. I'll just say that. Next, again, Craig, counselor, is very fine. He's really, really fine. I like Vern. Vern is the big, heavy-set dude, white dude. He used to be a dancer. I think that's what he said. He used to be either a model or a dancer, something like that. But he's really cool. He's funny. I think he's gonna be one of those like big brother. Yeah, I think he's gonna be like one of those big brother dad figures that Maddie will need, since she lost her father into a car accident by a drunk driver. I think these 3 months, the next 3 months, I think Vern is gonna be there for her, which is dope, because I like him. I got a thing for the big guys. So he seems cool. So he's cool so far. Let's check this real quick. Okay. So later we find out through Trish. Well, through Trish and Maddie, since Trish and Maddie are roomies, that Maddie's dad died from a car accident by a drunk driver. And it's kind of like, wow, that's fucked up. Like, okay, your dad was killed by a drunk driver, and they were really, really close. They were more close. Maddie was daddy's girl, so she was more close to her father than her mom. And so the fact that she's going down this path of drugs and alcohol and all this other stuff is kind of sad, because it's like, okay, you think, okay, because your dad died from that, you could have either went left or, well, my left, you're right, went left and said, fuck that, I'm not I'm not about that life. Like, my dad died because of someone wasn't being responsible and killed him. Or I go right and say, fuck it, I'm just trying to escape. I'm trying to do me. I'm just having fun. It's no big deal. When it turns out later down the line, it could wind up being a big deal. They get to this section. Oh, what? Did I miss something? Okay. After they're roomies, they do go to the little group section. I think it's either before or after. They do a little group section, group therapy, whatever. Get to know everybody. Maddie gets to know everyone. You know, she's still feeling uncomfortable. She's still feeling like, I don't belong here. I'm just here because I ain't got no choice type shit. Which normally anybody would feel. They have this one guy, curly hair, biker guy. He's gonna leave, and the tradition of the house is the house gives you a gift, and you make a gift for the house. And so they buy him a leather biker jacket that he lost or whatever, and he makes a little vase. He makes a little vase of pottery for the house, which is dope. But in turn, we later find out that, well, not later, but while he's talking, that he's had, this isn't his first time. This is not his first rodeo coming to a rehab house. This is like maybe his third or fourth time. And it's scary and it's sad because everybody's thinking like, oh, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that goes back or has to go back to rehab. Like, I don't want that be me. Also, which is interesting, side note, Maddie sees a girl that she used to party with. I guess they used to be close, tight-knit friends, and they're not friends anymore. I'm thinking, I want to figure out why that white girl, what's she in there for? Like, I want to say it was crack, because there's a couple of clips where Maddie goes into a flashback of her party, and Maddie was doing everything. She was smoking weed, she was sniffing that coke, she was popping them pills, she was drinking. So if Maddie and that girl used to be friends and used to party like that, ain't no telling what that was on. I don't know. Hopefully in episode 2 or 3 we'll find out. I'm thinking it was heroin, maybe meth. And one of those. But they're not cool anymore. And while they're in the therapy, the group session, the girl that used to hang out with Maddie, you know, she's talking about how her past keeps popping up, and I know she was talking about Maddie. And like, bitch, I wouldn't want to be there anyway. If I would have had to go to rehab and see some bitch that I used to hang out with and we're not cool anymore, bitch, this made me even want to leave rehab even more. Like, fuck, I gotta be in 3 months in this house with this bitch. Oh, no. Another person that Maddie meets that she seems cool with is Pretty Boy. I won't call him Pretty Boy. I don't know his name yet. He has curly, dark brown hair, I want to say. And this isn't the first time he's been in rehab either. And so I guess this is a challenge for him. And later on, Craig and Pretty Boy have this little side discussion, because Craig knows that Pretty Boy is like talking to Maddie, chit-chatting with her, knowing that, okay, Maddie is in not a teen rehab house. She's in an adult rehab house. So ain't no telling how old Pretty Boy is. And Maddie's like 16, 17. Nigga, you don't want to go to jail? No. And then on top of that, Craig tells him, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Pretty Boy and Maddie, they sneak out because Maddie's bored or whatever, some shit. They sneak out the house and they go to the nearest pharmacy. And while they're in there, you know, she's shopping for stuff, and they see beer, and they see, they see alcohol and beer and stuff like that. And everybody's like, them two are like, oh shit, yes, I need one good one, just one good sip, like just one. And Pretty Boy's like, I can't do this. I'm out. I'll be outside waiting on your ass. Come on, let's go. And so Maddie doesn't really, I think she at some point thinks that this rehab thing is a joke. She's taking it as a joke. I feel like, in a sense, she was taking it as a joke. So she used her fake ID, gets the alcohol, and she brings it to Pretty Boy. She's like, hey, look what I got. Fake ID. That fake ID discount. Yeah. And Pretty Boy goes off like, this ain't no fucking joke. Like, this is my second time being this bitch, and I'm trying to get right. Like, how you gonna do this shit? Like, I'm already sneaking out with your ass, and now you bringing liquor? Like, the fuck? So she, you know, she's like, whoa. Sorry. No big deal. My bad. Good. My bad. And she just pours it out. And as she's pouring the shit out, here comes Craig, comes up and had the flashlight, like, bitch, you called, like, got your ass, like, what the fuck, like, you know? So he takes him back to the house, and he's serious, like, he's finna kick Maddie out and everything. And Pretty Boy takes up her. It's like, no, we're not going anywhere. You told us we are not going anywhere until we get help, until we really are ready. And, like, I don't know what it was, but it was, I guess there was a point in time, a period of time where where Pretty Boy stepped in for Craig. Now, we don't know at this point in time. We don't know what Pretty Boy took a hit for Craig on. I'm thinking, my head, because he's fine and he's still kind of young, I think Craig fucked one of the people in the house, and maybe Pretty Boy took the hit for it. I'm just saying, because while Maddie goes thinking she's gonna get kicked out or whatever, because, you know, he made her pee in a cup and everything, like, bitch, I'm finna kick your ass out. Pretty Boy's like, then let me just throw away my get out of jail free card. This is the only one I got, and I want her to stay. And Craig's like, you really finna use this on some chick, this young girl that you don't even know? Okay. You know, but I'm just reminding you, you know, you need to get your shit together. You need to focus on yourself and get your shit right. Like, you don't want to repeat what happened. So he's already telling us, like, okay, this has happened before. Pretty Boy has a thing for newbies. That's new rehab bitches. Like, he has a thing for them. So I wonder if he's a sex addict too. I don't know. So Maddie is still at the rehab spot, whatever, and her mom comes up and her mom tells her, you know, I found your car. Woo-doo-woo. I don't know why it's on the west side of town, but I found your car, and I'm glad, you know, that maybe you'll get right or whatever. Or just, she just want to connect more to her daughter. So while they're talking, her mom brings up, oh, and I found this in the front seat of your car. So Maddie already has a boyfriend. He's kind of cute. They're cute together. But Maddie already has a boyfriend, and when she sees that open wrapper, she's like, the fuck? Because Maddie is a virgin, and the fact that her mom just pulled up with a condom wrapper and it's open, like, she's devastated, because she's like, one, I would save myself for my boyfriend. Two, I know if I fuck that was, I did not fuck my boyfriend because my boyfriend was babysitting his little brother. And 3, I don't even know who it was because I was blacked out, fucked up, like blacked out drunk. And that is a scary thing to happen. Like, you don't ever want to be so drunk that you don't understand, you don't remember shit. So after her mom's left, she's like down in the bathroom at the rehab house, bawling her eyes out, thinking she got raped, thinking like she just lost her virginity, some random ass motherfucker. She don't even know the bitch. A lot of stuff going. She's just emotional. So Trish is there for her and like holding her and letting her know everything's gonna be okay. You know, you're gonna figure shit out. But I think in turn, at the end of the episode, she realized that, okay, maybe this place isn't so bad. This is not such a bad place to be at right now. You know, I'm meeting new people. And Bird is so dope. Bird finds out, like, I think they were talking to one. They had a little conversation, a little side conversation in the episode. And Bird finds out that Maddie's never known how to ride a bike. And only because her parents were workaholics. So she never knew how to ride a bike or anything. So the house buys her a bike and teaches her how to ride. So that was a good ending. That was a good ending to the episode. So far I like it. Like I said, I think it's a dope show because it's getting down to real shit. It's not sugar coated or anything. It's not fairy dust and unicorns. It's some real shit. And I think that I pray hopefully that people that's around Maddie's age can and will relate to it. And I'm definitely going to keep tuning in because, you know, my baby, I'm just saying, Craig is so fun. Why? Craig is so fun. But, yeah, so, I'm your girl, CGWebster, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.